Star Wars. James Mangold addresses Boba Fett spin-off rumors. Now that's something worth tweeting about. How's it going, everybody? This is Phil, and this is an article over on comicbook.com. The author is Patrick Kavanaugh. So, this is just a little bit of news regarding a lot of people's favorite bounty hunter, Boba Fett, and the rumors swirling around his potential spin-off movie and whether or not James Mangold was even going to be directing it at this point in time. Here at Anti-Hero Fett, we just don't take a shit on Lucasfilm constantly. Sometimes a good old-fashioned update on a topic regarding Star Wars is good enough. So, of course, if we can get a jab in here or there, well, why not? It's all in good fun. And here we have, the classic. This guy, he wasn't even afraid of Darth Vader. He didn't give a shit. He just went at him, he's looking at him like, you're going to ruin my bounty here, It's just like, what if he doesn't survive? He's worth a lot to me. The Empire will compensate you if he dies. Put him in. And I'm not going to do my Chewbacca. So this is a great scene, and it's a classic, Empire Strikes Back. Who doesn't love The Empire Strikes Back? So let's rock and roll with this. Disney's purchase of Lucasfilm resulted in the announcement of a variety of new projects unrelated to the episodic Skywalker saga films, igniting theories about which characters and events would get their own film. As of now, the rumors have been a Boba Fett movie, Obi-Wan, Mos Eisley Spaceport, possibly a Yoda movie. We already got Solo. I hear a lot of people mentioning they'd like to see a Knights of the Old Republic movie, and that's a period in Star Wars full of potential, far removed from the Skywalker saga, with the possibility of becoming an amazing trilogy of films, I think. And for me personally, I'd also like to see an attempt at the Force Unleashed, even though I think that Galen Marek, or Starkiller, whatever they end up calling him, needs to have his Force abilities scaled back. He shouldn't be pulling Star Destroyers out of the sky, But man, I'd love to see that character on screen as a fan. And Sam Witwer, he's still young enough to cast in a role, although. Things are such a mess, by the time they would even get around to something like that, he would have most likely aged out of the role, unfortunately. So, the bounty hunter Boba Fett is a fan favorite character. Just take a look at this channel, making it seem like a given that he would get his own time to shine with a spin-off film. I'd like to see that. Logan writer-director James Mangold, who recently offered up the fandom some free advice, was rumored to be developing the project, only to recently share on Twitter that his next project has nothing to do with the galaxy far, far away. And there's the tweet, and I'll read it in the context of the article. When a Twitter user sent a message to the filmmaker to claim Boba Fett movie equals worst idea ever. How dare you, sir? Disgraciad. Mangold shifted the focus on his upcoming confirmed project. Look what I got from a self-proclaimed lover of life. Seriously, Blackbird, chill. I'm making a period car racing movie with Christian Bale and Matt Damon, the filmmaker clarified. No Mandalorians involved. Stop reading so much gossip. Why not a period car racing movie with Boba Fett alongside Christian Bale and Matt Damon? I would go to see that. Why not? Just for the train wreck of it all. At this point, let's just throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. All right. So, prior to the release of Solo, a Star Wars story, that title, rumors emerged that claimed Mangold would write and direct the story focusing on the bounty hunter. Those were the rumors, and I think a lot of us were okay with that after what James did with Logan. Lucasfilm neither confirming nor denying those reports. For a brief moment, we had more solid confirmation of a Pando Calrissian movie than a Boba Fett movie, and that got squashed right away. In the weeks since that initial report emerged, more details have surfaced regarding Lucasfilm's future that only further complicated matters. Yeah, it's a mess. For a variety of factors, having nothing to do with the fallout from The Last Jedi. Right, wink. Solo disappointed both financially and critically with its release schedule, storyline, and audience apprehension leading to the film underperforming. No acknowledgement whatsoever. The disappointment led to reports that Lucasfilm was putting an indefinite halt on developing spin-off films, focusing instead on Episode 9, The Last Jedi Direct. These ain't happening. They're just not. Rian Johnson's trilogy, I would be astonished, just gobsmacked if those movies ever see the light of day. I'm not going to let this derail me. And Game of Thrones co-directors D&D series of films. And hopefully maybe these guys will be the ones to actually go and do a Knights of the Old Republic, an Old Republic movie. That would be pretty cool. They have experience in that type of period piece. I guess it really doesn't matter necessarily with Star Wars. It's a long time ago to begin with. But maybe they'll be the ones to go ahead and do that. That would be cool. I'd be interested in that. I'd definitely give these guys the benefit of the doubt. So shortly after those initial reports, Lucasfilm themselves claimed that they were still developing multiple unannounced projects, despite not giving any further details about those projects. An important point about the various unannounced projects is that no official details emerged. This is so ridiculous, meaning it's possible that both the initial reports about delays in development projects could be correct, while Lucasfilm's note about everything moving as scheduled could also be correct. It's a riddle wrapped in a mystery inside an enigma, more or less. Oh my God. All right, let's move forward before I get an aneurysm here. Whether any of these plans did have Mangold involved at one point, if he's still involved, and the status of those projects remain unclear. Well, you know what? He did actually offer up a tweet later on in his timeline where a fan of Mangold, I could assume is a fan, says, by the name of Carrie Jenkins, says, sucks to know that there won't be a Mangold Boba Fett movie. He is a fantastic director. I'd watch a movie of two squirrels fighting if it was directed by you. And then Mangold, to which he replied, never say never. Okay. So, what do you guys think? Is Mangold eventually going to circle back around to this movie? With the way things are currently at Lucasfilm, it's probably best these spin-offs hit the back burner for a little while until things can get sorted out and the new regime is in place, and has an idea of, how they want to proceed moving forward. I'm all for a Boba Fett movie. Jesus, like I said, look at the channel, but I'd like for it to happen, if it takes place, I'd like for it to take place after Return of the Jedi. It never sat well for a lot of fans, myself included, that he died so haphazard and clumsily. That was definitely a mistake on Lucas's part, in my opinion. So once and for all, let the fans get cinematic confirmation that he was able to blast his way out of that, big giant sand vagina. You could have him in the timeline before A New Hope, which would allow for him to cross over into an Obi-Wan movie, which would be really cool. But I've heard rumors that if they go back to that period for Boba Fett, then we could end up with Alden Ehrenreich's Han Solo showing up, and yeah, I'll take a pass on that. Post Return of the Jedi, please, either way, really, the next top priority for a spinoff really needs to be the Obi-Wan movie. Getting Ewan McGregor back in that role. That's a face character that we can have, that's established, that fans love. So I think that is a big deal as far as a solo project goes, and not direct to stream. That has to be a theatrical release. Save the save the Snai Snoodles a Star Wars story for direct to streaming. And let's get the puppet version back on the screen if we do. Get the whole Max Rebo band back together. I mean, hell yeah. Snai Snoodles, a Star Wars story. I mean, if you thought Solo, a Star Wars story, was a bitch to say, try saying Snai Snoodles, a Star Wars story 3 times fast. Oh man, let's make that happen, Disney. Why not at this point? Okay, gang. As always, thanks for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it, and please feel free to like and comment down below. And if this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving that little bell a click so you can be notified the next time I post a video. Until next time, be happy, be safe, be healthy, and have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.